Right before we jump into this video, if you haven't signed up for the FroKnowsPhoto email list, just look for this orange box over on the website, put your name, email address in it, hit send it, and I will send you a free guide to capturing motion in low-light situations. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, and this is most likely going to be a pretty long video. Now, yesterday I went out and photographed with the A9 II, the Sony A9 II, with a 402.8 at Temple University football game, which was at Lincoln Financial Field, which is where the Eagles play their games. Now, I was sitting here today, Sunday, going, well, I've got 1,304 photos to go through. Now, mind you that the camera will shoot at 12 frames a second in uncompressed and 20 frames per second in compressed RAW. And I just figured I have to cull down these images. Why don't I record the screen and record this process and try to give information wherever I can give information and give some learning and some teaching. So this is going to be a long video. I may not talk at some points through it, but just watch. Just take a look at how I'm culling the images and see what the keeper images are, because I want to remind you that you are the last line of defense between putting out shitty photos and keeper good photos. If you put out bad photos, it's your fault. You may take 1,300 photos in a game, and if all you get are 20 keepers, that doesn't matter, because if you put out the 20 best images, you put out the 20 best images, and you're not putting out crap, and people look at it and go, damn, you did a great job. It doesn't matter how many you take. I prefer that you take less, and I prefer that I take less. But if I just put out the best of the best with honor, sir, nobody knows the rest. They just know that you put out the best. That rhymed. I'm gonna have to cut that up and make that into a video by itself because it was so damn good. Okay. I got to make sure I got 30 minutes on the clock for that camera rolling. It started off with warm-ups around 2:30. Now I say warm-ups, it was 40 degrees out and these guys are out here without shirts on, but that's what college kids do. So I'm going to go through here and try to find the best of the best images. Wow, what a scratch right down there. Crazy. I used the 402.8 the entire time. I don't like these, I was just getting a feel for the camera. All right, this one, what's the next one look like? He's dancing. So you see this, there's a distraction here, and this one doesn't have the distraction, so I'm gonna pick that one. Just zoom in here. It was really nice when the sun was out, which it wasn't out for most of the game. This is zoomed in 3:1, beautiful. Really happy with how that looks. Not a great shot. He's just looking to catch a ball, and it looks like he's about to sneeze. I'm gonna just keep it for now. And then at the end, we'll go through and pick the best of the best. This actually, I think it focused on the football. One of the few times that it missed, look at that, the ball, it's got the city skyline on there. That's actually pretty cool. It actually focused on the ball and not on him. This sequence is cool because he's just doing the stutter step and I just locked off a few shots, but I like the first one the best. Just look at how it isolates the subject. I don't know what's going on with these the black areas in the hair. Like I've seen this in shadow areas with this camera. Now, mind you that these are DNGs. They're all converted from RAW files to this because you can't open the RAW files yet in Lightroom natively. But that shouldn't be a problem. Some textures, I'm not gonna go through and edit a lot. I just wanna take a look at this. So it looks like my exposure was actually good. That's just super tight. Let's go in 1:1. Sorry, that's 3:1. That's super far. Woof. Maybe a little too crunchy. Maybe a little too crunchy. But it looks good. So let's go through. This is just people warming up. I didn't know if it was the quarterback. I honestly didn't know who the quarterback was. But again, going out here, getting a feel for the images, getting guys running. These are not keepers. These are just getting tests done. All right. Actually, I kind of like, I like the balls here and I like you can see the hand, but I also like that you can see the guy running and he's leading to it. So we'll pick that up later. They were just warming up, making one-hand grabs. Just I love the isolation of the 400. Super sharp. Cool, you get some reaction shots. Then playing around with the punter, the field goal kicker. I like this one. Heads down, balls away. This, you get the eyes. Fucking A, man. Look at the tracking of that. Dan, you don't have to cut fucking A. I actually like it in there. That's a real reaction right there. It's just great that you can see the eyes and all the dirt popping up. I think this is going to be a better kick. Oh no. I must have done it a few times. But yeah, just look at the light coming in there. Ooh, look at the sun. I think I like that one better. Well, whatever. I'm gonna pick it just for now. The eyes, a little dark here. There was actually shaded area. So cool. Look, you keep the head down. You got to keep the head down, and then you look. And then you realize, oops, I missed it. But he didn't actually miss it. Is that the same guy? No. So when you get a lot of images, of course, you've got to go through and edit them. And it was also overcast. So I think I stopped shooting warm-ups not too long after. Then they had introductions for senior day for kids that were graduating, or this was their last home game. So I got out on the field. I don't know if I had permission to be out on the field, but I just went out there anyway, and everybody else followed. Nobody stopped us. But this is just with the 400. I really, it was great. Man, the 400 just isolates really well. Then the marching band came out. It's like, I'll get some photos of the marching band. A flautist. Just wanted to isolate the subject. I don't know. Don't ask me. What is she doing on the ground? I don't know. I don't know why she's laying there. She must have fallen or something. Good hustle, kid. Good hustle running out. Guess he was leading the charge. It just tracks so well. So here come the players. Oh, look at this. See, you want to be this guy over here. Like, he works at the school. He's running around. I'll tell you, there's a kid who came up to me during this and was like, hey, man, I love your videos. Learned a lot. And he's like, I'm one of the equipment managers on the team. Look, I wasn't going to play football, but if I could be the equipment manager who gets to travel, I'm like, you get to travel with the team? He's like, yeah, I get to travel. So he gets to fly places with them. Some of us weren't bred and born to be freaking athletes, but there's still a place for non-athletes. I mean, I'm an athlete, but I wasn't meant to be a professional sports player, I guess. I wasn't big enough or good enough, but whatever. There's still other ways for you to get involved and be a part of and to participate and have a big role. So that was cool when he came up to me. So this is, I guess, the quarterback. See, this has the glare, but that doesn't. I like that because he's excited. No eyes. And then as they get closer, wait, he's 15 and he's 15. Wait a minute. Why are there two guys wearing 15? That is very confusing. So the game started. If stuff's too far away, it's no good because I still won't crop it. So this is just getting a feel for the camera. Football is one of the hardest sports I've ever photographed. you don't know where anything's going to happen. You know the quarterback's going to have the ball and something's going to happen. So if it's like 3rd and 8, you know he's throwing, most likely. So 3rd and 8, they're going to throw, so you have to guess which receiver is he going to throw to. So you kind of have to play the guessing game of kind of know a little bit what's going on, which you have to pay attention to what down it is and how far they have to go, because if it's like 4th and 1, you know they're probably going to jam it up the middle. You know that they try, you got to follow the wide receiver sometimes. It's not easy. I think he threw a touchdown on this pass, by the way. Oh, he did. Oh, look, I got a picture at a long distance. Not very good because it's his back, but shit, he threw a touchdown. Oh, I like that. Where's the ball? Oh, there's the ball. There's the ball. Yeah, all right, I could live with that. Where's the kicker? Oh, that's the kicker right here, number 49. So that one doesn't have the ball, but the one before did. You think I could see that from a distance? The answer is no. I could not see that from a distance. It just wasn't that good of a photo. Oh, that's not terrible. This guy running, I don't know where he's running. Oh, here's the quarterback throwing, and this guy's looking. I was probably trying to focus on the quarterback, and it found this guy. Or maybe I was following this guy. So this is a guy trying to receive a punt. Hey, can somebody answer me this who knows college football? Why on a kickoff, not a punt, a kickoff, can a guy fair catch it at the 4-yard line and they bring it back out to the 20? That was baffling to me. I never heard of that. This was just to get the football by itself, like a product shot for Nike. Like, all right. And then the ref got in the way. Oh, and then I saw the band, and I'm like, what composition would be the best to get the whole band filling the frame? And so that's what I was going for. See, no good. I mean, it's cool, it isolates, but it doesn't have him in it. But then as he turns, there you go. You got a good throw right there. The guy coming in. The focus on this stuff is stupid insane. Yeah. Look how the backgrounds isolate the subjects. It's just so cool to do that. And that's what a 400-2.8 gives you. Even though that's a super expensive lens, the sports shooters want that. They don't care how expensive it is. This is me just trying to find some action. Even out of these 1,300 photos, guys, there's only going to be a handful of really, really good ones. But that's all I'll let out, even though technically I'm showing you all the not keeper ones. All right, well, that's not terrible. Yeah, I went with the lowest common denominator. Oh, we got a... Was it an RPO? So I'll have to clean that up a little bit. But you see what happens, there's a lot of people that get in your way. Oh, it was a handoff, you did take it, but there's so many people that get in your way that you can't exactly focus. Yep, missed it because there's the ball. All right, I like this one because look at his feet. Look where his feet are versus, yeah, these are cool. He's just running down the field. See, I gotta find the, yeah. So this, ooh, that's good. I like tracking. I like that. I like that better because he's totally off the ground. So we'll go back and we'll edit that. But this is just, you can't zoom or zoom back or pull back. So this is full frame. Now you gotta, or filling the frame as much, you gotta just, yeah, you gotta just change your composition and try. Oh, and this is all on the fly. This is all in like a split second. But yeah, see, there weren't a lot of people in the stands because the kids are on holiday break. But you can see how it isolates. These people are out of focus in the background. I haven't talked about settings, but I wanted to be at 1/1000th of a second or so, no matter what, whether I was at 800 or 1000 ISO, I wanted to be at 1/1000th or so. As you can see, not a lot of great shots. But when we finish, so that one is not in focus. We actually have one that's not in focus. Oh, can I show you guys something? Look at this. See how he's throwing and it's not composition? The first shot I took, this is not cropped. This is not wait, do both number 15s, are they quarterback? I'm so confused. Look at this composition. Look at this framing. You couldn't crop this any better. Actually, there is one thing you could have done. Just down just a bit. But this is a 400-2.8, people. This is using a 400-2.8, filling the frame top to bottom. The only thing I could have done is move down just a little bit. But you can't beat yourself up. Like, didn't cut off his toes. Got him throwing. Like, this is going to be the keeper of the bunch. This is the keeper of the bunch. Like, that's what you want. I wish they were wearing maroon, but look at the background. This is why you get a 2.8. This is why you spend $12,000 to isolate the subject. Man, I enjoyed shooting yesterday. It was super fun to be out there on the field. That lens is so fast, and I'm shooting silent. It's like a different way of shooting, but this is the good shot. I like this one because, I mean, I cut his feet off here, so it's me moving. Let me cut in here real quick and let you know that the image that you're seeing on the screen right now was edited using FroPack 2. If you're looking to speed up your raw workflow or give yourself a great starting point, we created FroPack 2, which includes 15 all-new custom Lightroom presets. Head on over to FroKnowsPhoto.com/FroPack2 because over there you can play with the sliders to see the befores and the afters. And if you decide to pick them up right now, they are currently on sale for 40% off. Or if you haven't picked up FroPack 1 just yet, you can get the FroPack bundle with FroPack 1 and 2 for a very special discount. Now, let's get back to the video. Ooh. So there's heat being thrown off, but the focus was being thrown. Really? You think that the heat waves are throwing the focus off? There's no reason why these shouldn't be in focus. Gotta be the heat waves. I'm gonna have to look, because they had a big ass heat blower. Because I know the focus was right on them. Oh, good. That's nothing like having a bunch of out of focus shots. Look, you don't get to see this stuff normally. I'm just showing it to you because it's about learning. It's about teaching. Not every shot's gonna be perfect. This missed on the background somehow. Probably because the guys were going down and then the focus shifted. I'm just glad they're not all out of focus after that. So here I resorted to tracking the guy down the field. This is why I wish the sun was out, because it doesn't light up the people's. Oh, this is a wide receiver. I was hoping that a ball, I was trying to guess that they would throw to him. He's doing a fair catch. Oh, that's a quarterback throwing the ball and him trying to deflect it. Oh, he must have deflected. He must have blocked it. Because if he threw a ball like this, he should be ashamed of himself. It's not even good photo, Jared. Don't even star it. It's not a good photo. See, I'm waiting for, oh, that's the quarterback running. Get out of the way, ref. He's like, "Boo, get off of me, bruh. Get off of me, bruh." It's in focus. Give him a stiff arm a little bit. So get off of me! There, that's a good one. Oh, can we see the plays? He's like, okay, I'll get out of bounds. Oh, that's the guy running. We'll go with that. Jared, what are you focusing on here, bro? Holy shit. Oh, a subject that was missed. Look, there's a mouthpiece on the ground. Like I said, lots of shooting, not a lots to talk about, but when we get to the best of the best, look, I shot the 1,300 photos, so I have to go through them. And we're seeing that a couple of focusing misses going on here. Ooh, that's helmet-to-helmet contact. Or is it not? Boom. we could go with that. Oh, he missed? Wow, he threw him off. Oh no, I think he's got him for good. Yeah, from back here is not a good shot, but on the sidelines, you have to you can't just run around and chase everything because you never know where it's going to happen. You can anticipate, you can guess a little bit, but I just found that sitting in a certain spot, you kind of need to have an idea of what you're going for and focus on that because you're not going to get all the action. So why this one? So why not this one, but this one? So I prefer that this guy's head's turned on the left, a little more here, and his eyes are watching him. And that is, he's already pulling up. White balance is slightly off on that. And then I shot the other photographer, guys. And this guy's just running down the field. Yeah, open, which was good. He caught a reception, and he was, he's going. I don't think he got a touchdown. Maybe he did get a touchdown. Ooh, that's good. And obviously he's gonna fill the frame more and more as he gets closer and closer. I think he ends up going out of bounds. See, they just get closer. And then the guy's converge. He's like, I'm gonna stiff arm you, bro. And he just fill in the frame. Boom. And then there's only so much you can do because you can't keep him in the frame. That's cool, he's going down. I wish his eyes were open, but they're not. Not like that would have been that good of a shot, but. Oh, 16. You can see the LED board in the background. That's from the LEDs flickering. I'm just making sure the time is all right because I only get 30 minutes on the Z6. Oh, so here's one that's batted down. So I could go with that. Number 4 would be happy with that because he's batting it down. This doesn't have the ball in it, but I'm focused on Zergoidis. And then from there, I was trying to find the ball to see if somebody would pick it up. I mean, you know, catch it in the air. Oh, that was an interception. I guarantee, because he knew he was going to get buggered up. I think he threw an interception for a touchdown on one of those. Oh, no, not that. So I was just like, oh, let me get the punter. Every once in a while, you got to get the Steve Weatherfords of the group. And he's off there jumping. Oh. So now it's fully night. It's been night for a while here. And you kind of lose that nice light because you've got artificial light. But this is all right. The camera handled it well. Where am I at? I'm at 1250 ISO now. If you're wondering how close, or why do I sit so close, it's because I'm blind. Yeah, these shots from behind are never going to be any good. But this explains why Sports Illustrated back in the day used to send like 5 photographers, no, like 15 photographers out to the Super Bowl because they're like, you focus on this person, you focus on this person, you focus on just goal line shit. And that's how like Al Tillman's got great spots and got lucky that plays happened in front of him and he was able to capture them and get some covers. I'm sure I have a lot to learn from Al, somebody like Al for shooting football because he was that good at shooting football. Hold on, I have to sneeze. Achoo! Excuse me. Yep, no good from behind there, Jared. Oh, so here's what happened. So they just got a stretch play, a good play. And I was on this side of the field. I then ended up getting to the other side of the field. So I was going like 50, 60 yards down the other way. As I'm walking, they have the stretch play. Like they throw it to the guy's running, and I get there and I don't even have time to get down low to find the subject. I just find the guy going into the end zone after catching and running. This is not a good photo, even though he's sliding. It's actually pretty cool. It would have been nicer to catch him catching the ball and then running into the end zone. They reviewed it. It ended up being a touchdown. But that's why I missed this, because I was moving to try and get to the right position. Oop, I think we got something happening here. No, I like this. I'm gonna throw it. I know, does he pull it down? He's waiting too long. He's waiting too long. He's gonna get fucked up. Where you going, bro? Where you going, Zagoitis? I don't know. Zagoitis was, oh, way to miss focus. That guy's big. So here's Zagoitis running again. Here's Zagoitis getting sacked. So I may be shooting with the uncompressed, or sorry, the compressed for those because there's so many photos. I love the guy in the background jumping up and down on that sack. Archie Bong. Something you can focus on because you know the punter's going to have the ball. Got enough tattoos. Boring. It's a boring shot, no face. I think it was a terrible punt too. See, no eyes. Like, there's no face here. It's just the top of his helmet and he's getting thrown off. So I don't count that as a good image. Now, look back. If he looks up and back, there, you get some light in the face because it's impossible to get light. Oh, well, now he looks back and I don't have anything. Zagoitis throwing the ball again. I don't know. Not very good. Still only need to... See, I was hoping for this guy to get thrown the ball. God, those people who shoot football for a living and put out the best stuff are really good. I will tell you that. Because it's like, if I wasn't showing you this and I just showed you the best of the best images, you'd think I'd be pretty good at shooting football. I'm not very good at shooting football. I'll come out with some solid keepers at the end. But why am I so far behind this guy? Oh, I was late. But do I have something cool here because there's other, like this guy's running down the field. Can we make something out of this? Like I was late. I was late moving to find the guy, I think. And then I finally found him when he was off and running. And then the ref gets in the way. Oh, that's better because he's kind of looking my way. Plus you got all the people in the background doing touchdown and stuff. Oh, there you go, that's better. This is just tracking as he's going in. That guy's excited. There. Crossing the line. Not a good shot, Jared. Doesn't matter. Whatever. We'll get rid of it later. Oh, so this is the extra point guy lining up the extra point. So he did something. It looks fine. Cut off his arm. There, that's better. There's the composition. So he's watching it go in. I think that's a good shot. And now this was at the point I was really bored. Because it got really boring after a while. But at least this isn't taking terribly too long. It'll still take a half an hour or more. Probably 40 minutes to go through them before we even get to the keepers. Uh-oh, this guy's about to get jacked up. Keep in mind, if you're shooting 20 frames a second, there's gonna be a lot of pictures happening. This video is brought to you by Squarespace. I personally use Squarespace for my website, jaredpolin.com, and I wouldn't use anything else if you're a photographer or a creative. To get a 14-day free trial, head on over to squarespace.com/FroKnowsPhoto. If you decide that it's for you, use the code FroKnowsPhoto at checkout to get 10% off your first order. See, I need... Oh, this is definitely the 20 frames a second. Focus on the face or the hand? Face. Good job, Sony. I like that. And then I lose his face and it's over. One of these was an interception. That may have been an interception. Yep, that was an interception because this is the stuff right after it. So what was crazy is I went right from this guy, Krajewski, he threw an interception, and then I quickly had to swivel the camera to find who caught it, and then get him running down the field. Tight with a 400. Only so much you can do with that. And hope that his eyes are open, which they're not. Plus, there's not a lot of light filling in the face. And then the closer he gets, the tighter he gets. Because it's a 400. Fixed. And that's my movement. So this time I focused on the placeholder. Puts the ball down. That's so cool. Oh, it'd still be focused down there, wouldn't it be? Yeah. Wait, is this somebody actually catching a ball? Finally, but I'm on the wrong side. This is where like 600 from the other side of the field could work, but then you're so super limited. Misfocus, and then it reacquires. It happens so fast. Wait, I don't even know how many keepers I'm gonna have from this. That's a gang tackle if I've ever seen one. Gang tackle means a whole group of people, a gang of people tackle a single player. Oh, so this is, I let somebody else shoot. I let one of the other temple photographers shoot. I could tell because I let him shoot some of these. So he shot these. And then I think I took it back and shot those. Or maybe he shot some of this. Oh, I think I shot that. It's funny, one of the photographers on the sidelines was a guy's stuff that I critiqued, the sports photos that I did in the rapid fire critique of his sports stuff, and his stuff is really good. He crops a lot, but his stuff is really, really good. All right, so I was shooting before these, and then now he's shooting after this. So this is him shooting, so I can go through these because I didn't take them. But he wanted to get a feel for the camera, so I let him try. He's never shot the A9 II. It's possibly why that's out of focus, but then it reacquired. Wow, that's a lot of photos with the finger held down on it. And then that was it. He just wanted to shoot some. Wait, is that a pooch punt? The hand. There you go. That's a good one. I think I did this. I think I shot that after he gave the camera back. And I'm not just saying that because it was a semi-good one. How many keepers do we have here, Jared? 68. All right, so now let's go through and give the number sixes. So what I do is, we got 68 out of 1,300 is really fucking bad. It's not bad, it's football. So you shoot a lot of photos and hope you get some of the better ones because you don't know where certain action's gonna happen. And that's my justification right now for telling you why it's down to 68. But when we get to the best 20, and if that's all I showed, nobody would be the wiser. So I like this for warm-ups. This looks like he's gonna sneeze, so I can't. But this is one of my favorites in the whole bunch. So I'm trying to figure out, do I like the ball in or half and half? So I half and half. I'm gonna go with this one over this. So I'm gonna go with this because the ball's there and the guy's running, so you know who he's throwing to. And this is just good because he's happy. Yeah, and this is practice stuff, so which do I like? That or that? Let's go with that for now. And then this one, and the exposure's a little off. I know, not a lot of the gameplay. I kind of like this one. Oy. See, when you suck at something, you do the easy stuff. And I can't even decide which one's better. I'm gonna go with that one. Why am I going with this one, you may be asking? I don't know, maybe because this guy isn't walking in the background and it's more maroon. I don't know. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer to that one. I just like this because I guess you got these guys right here. We'll go with that one. Lots of new skis on this team. I don't like that one. I'll clean this one up. So that's good for the cross leg part. If I had to pick any, it would be this one. It's fully off the ground. That's nothing special. That to me is really good. That's not. I mean, I picked it. Why? But we'll go with this. I don't think it's that good though. It's really not that good. I mean, he's running. It's just not. It's the light, man. There's only so much you can do. The eyes. We'll go with that. This, he's completely off the ground. So you can see this there, that's good. So that's good. Stiff arm. Yeah, we'll go with that stiff arm right there, and he's off the ground. We'll go with that block. Yeah, we'll go with the block right there. That's just cheating because it's easy to shoot the guy from behind. It's not that good. Nope. I like that. I like the step back. Oy. I'll go with it because it's like a lucky, like kind of looks kind of cool. That's my justification for it. But that's good because the eyes. Do I like this better or this? You got the guys in the background touching it. I kind of like this look with the reflection better, to be honest with you. But I do like where his feet are on this one. I gotta go with that. I like this. I like that after one. I like this one. Ooh, but which one? This or the forward? I mean, it's an interception. Any way you slice it, it's a shitty pass, buddy. I think we got to go with this for the clean look. The clean look in the face, instead of that. Though this has a better look at the face, that has a cleaner look of the throw. Let's look at 3-1. So I think this is the compressed. Let me take a look. So that's 25. Let's see what the other sizes are. I don't know if that's compressed. So those are the DNGs anyway. So I think that's fine. We'll go with that one. And we'll go with this one. Are his eyes open? I don't know. That's all right, whatever, we'll go with it. And so that leaves us with 31 to edit. And the best of the best, like that is the best of the best, and I like that, but again, it's not gameplay. So from gameplay, there's that. Oy. I like that. Running back, this guy running down the field, that's a good shot. That's all right, this is okay. I like that running. That one, stiff arm, blocking, quarterback, that lucky shot, it's all right. That's what I'm left with. Are they the greatest sports photos in the history of sports? No. In football, no. I'm not very good at it. But I think that there's a good enough shot, a couple really good ones, that is what matters. Even though this is warm-ups. He didn't have knee surgery, did he? No. Oh, God, he may have had knee surgery. But I like that shot. How are we doing on time here? Should I edit some of them? All right, let's edit some of them while we're here. Not running any presets through it personally right now. I'm sure I could and they'd look fine. But this is how I edit myself. If you do want to check out the presets, go to FroKnowsPhoto.com/FroPack2. They're 40% off, and you could also get the bundle FroPack 1 and FroPack 2 for a nice discount. Love that shot. Let's see if I can sync these together, if they're even the same color. This could save me time. Yeah, all right, that's cool. Maybe a little too yellow. There we go. Previous. See, now he was more in the shade. Warm it up just a little bit. Oh, I didn't even do this on any of these. So this isn't a review of the A9, but I will tell you I was really happy with it. I'd love to shoot hockey. Love to have a photo hole to capture hockey with it. Yes, that looks good. We know the exposure was off on this one, so I need to come back just a little bit. Come back a little more. There you go. Ah, fucking nice. Excuse my language. So that's 3-1. I would love to shoot. Imagine having an A7. Imagine having 61 megapixels for this. You could shoot the A7R4 out here, mechanical. Wouldn't be a problem. You just wouldn't get as many shots in a row, and it would totally work. Because I use the EOS R also, and that thing's slow as molasses. This is super sharp and super clean. I'm really happy with the results. I will tell you the EVF is so terrible on this A9 II. So not representative of what I was looking at in terms of, the exposure I ended up getting right for most of these, which is good, but it is not a clear, it's not bright, it's not the A7R4 EVF. And I hope that's something they change because it is an ugly EVF. Like super ugly EVF. Nice. Hey, how's it going? Hey there. How you doing, bro? Yeah, I see you. I'm gonna point at you. I'm gonna score a touchdown for you. Sharp, nice. Clean, super sharp, man. It better be with that 400 2.8. This is why I wish they wore the red jerseys and not black, because the black just sucks up all of the light and just looks terrible in my opinion. Oh, so sharp. As for a second, it's like not gonna, like you're like process, and then you're like boom. Again, 3 to 1, you generally only go in 1 to 1. Nah, color was fine. I'll put up some raw files. You can download them. It's just amazing. It's just the camera. I'm pretty amazed by what it does. Let's go black and white. I'm only kidding. It doesn't help when the stands are completely empty, by the way. But again, in fairness, it is over a holiday break, so the kids are not at school to go to the game. So sharp, so nice. Not a great shot, but this one, it's not a great shot, but it works. Nike football. I wonder if I tagged Nike in this, you think they'd share it? You think they'd repost it? There's only one place to be on a Friday, Sunday, Saturday, whatever. This one's a little orangey. There we go. That's a little better. Oh, so thick, so nice. Yeah, I'm gonna do some shadows up in there, and I am gonna go do this. I just wanted to bring it up in his face a little bit, brighten it up. I don't want to warm it up too much, but there we go. Nice. Let me just sync these two, because this one may be a little bit more difficult. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough because of the way the light, and I don't want to go like this. That's terrible. Sharp though. All right, I like this shot. By the way, no, I wasn't on auto ISO. I was shooting manual. I just don't want auto ISO because I do not want it bouncing around and being thrown off by the white shirts, being thrown off by the dark shirts. Like, it's why I don't use auto ISO. So I set it to here at 1/2000th of a second. Did I need to be at 1/2000th of a second? Probably not, because I'm off by a lot. I mean, I'm off. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I am off. But it holds up perfectly fine. Let's do that. Just kidding on that. See, that's nice. It almost looks like daytime. But I mean, daytime would be so much nicer to shoot. This is a good shot. I don't want to get rid of too much of the yellow. Nice. Let's go in 3 to 1, see what we got. Well, that's far. 3 to 1. Let's go in 1 to 1. Not as sharp, perfectly sharp in the face, but from this distance, it looks fine. So I like that. Got lots of wristbands on, so do I. This is cool because of just the composition. Yeah, that's nice. So this is a 24 megapixel camera, I believe, shooting at 20 freaking frames a second. Most of the time I was doing the 12 frames a second, but this is a winning shot right here. So that's good. Yeah. So a lot of times people are doing game action maybe with a 70-200, or sometimes they're doing it with a 70-200, and then they crop the shit out of it to come in tight. I mean, I watch the newspaper people do that all the time, or the wire people. They'll come in and they'll be, I mean, this is filling the frame great, but you know, they'll come in and like crop this vertical or something. I still don't like this shot, by the way, guys. We'll use it, but I don't like it. I'm just letting you know. It's one of those that's on the fence. It's not a shitty photo, so if I put it out, it's not a shitty photo, but it's not a awesome action shot, in my opinion. Look, I'm gonna be harsh on my own stuff. There's no reason not to be harsh on my own stuff. I'm harsh on people's stuff, I'll be harsh on my stuff. Again, there's a lot of, there's lots of, there's just, you've got dark jerseys, you've got white jerseys, you got shadows in people's faces, but that actually looks pretty good. So I want to do the best not to crush the contrast too much on this, while adding some extra whites and the brightness in there. There. Nice. Let me cut in here real quick and say, would you like to take better pictures in only 11 days? Well, if so, I created a free mini video course that you can sign up for right now at FroKnowsPhoto.com/11 days. Let's see if we can use the previous one at all. No. Let's reset that. Color's a little weird on this. The white balance would get weirded out when I would show the field, like I would zoom in, not zoom in, but I'd point down at the turf or something, and then I'd watch as the EVF came back with the proper exposure. All right, I can live with that. That looks good. It almost looks like a daytime. Here, let me tell you what the croppers do. You ready? It's personal choice. I don't do this. But when they would turn this into a newspaper or to the wire, they'd do this, and you're like, wow, that photographer's really good, and do that. Yeah, it holds up for the newspaper. It holds up for magazines. It holds up for web use. And that does look better. But I mean, you're taking away all the pixels, but what, like, I get it. Some people don't give a shit. I give a shit personally. This looks better. I know that, but I'm not cropping my own. So that's what I'm left with, which is fine. If a newspaper went ahead and cropped it for me, so be it, right? I wouldn't complain. I mean, I'd be like, I didn't take it that way. But then you get, this is filling the frame more, because that's where he ended up running. So that's a better shot anyway. I mean, they're both pretty good, but this is the winner shot. You got the eyes, you got the running, you got the guys chasing after him. Stiff arm. Oh, it's not sharp. Huh. Shit. Hold on. This one's not sharp. Let's see if the one before or after it is sharp. Nope. Nope, not sharp. So I guess we're not using a stiff arm. Though that would look really fine on the web. It's not focused, is it? But that one looks focused. Yeah, it's just not focused, Jared. Shit. That one's in focus. So we can't use this because it's not in focus. We're gonna sync all these, and then I'm gonna go through and find a good one. Like if this was in focus, it would be fine. I think that one's there. So let's go with that. I wanted that one, but we'll go with this one. This is pretty good because he's getting held up. So sometimes you got to go through and find others. So we'll go with that. We'll give it a 5 for now. Yeah, sometimes you just have to go back through it. A couple more to edit. So this sequence gave me some good ones. That one's really good. It's got one stiff arm. Yeah, that one's sharp. All right, we're getting rid of this one. And this is a block. Let's warm it up a little. So this player would be happy with it. I'm not happy with my editing so far. All right, we'll make that work. Just the isolation is super nice. Nice, there you go. Let's warm it up just a little bit. Nailed it. Wait, let me go back because I just screwed my eyes up. Just a little bit. There, we got that. Oy, Jared, what a bad shot. I'm sorry. But maybe it's a good shot by accident. Where am I at? 1/1000th of a second. Oh, some people were talking about, do you leave IS on? Yeah, I had IS on the whole time and an in-body stabilization on as well. I don't know, somebody may like this. I certainly hope it's, I don't know, man. I'm pulling at straws here. Maybe somebody will like it. I don't know, man. A kind of awkward shot. I think I was late and I was moving. And by late, I mean I wasn't in the right spot and I didn't find him and I was late to the game. What I mean by that is late to get this shot. But whatever, we'll put it there. Maybe somebody will like it. Way too much, man. Too much exposure. There we go. Okay. Warm this up just a little. We're almost done. This is the process you must go through as a photographer. I like editing my own stuff. Plus, it was great to go shoot college because there's less restriction shooting college football. Nice. It's just much easier than getting into a pro game. Call your college. Oh, and one thing was, I said to a kid who came up to me that he gets to travel with the team. I mean, how awesome is that? Then I was in the press room with the other photographers, and there's student press photographers, and they're there shooting for the school. They get to rent gear out from the school to shoot or to borrow it. It's just if you're going to go to a school to learn and be a creative, go to the largest school possible that you can, because when you leave that college, you're gonna have a great alumni association to fall back on. You can contact them and say, hey, I went to Temple University and I'm looking for X. Also, the kid who came up to me was like, I edit video, I shoot photos, I shoot video. He's like, do you need interns? I was like, send me an email. Hopefully he sends me an email so that we can be like, all right, we need this. We'll pay you X amount of dollars an hour, a couple of days a week to come in and learn in the real world. And if you're gonna go to a 4-year school, take photography, video, marketing, branding, advertising, whatever it is that you can take to make you more well-rounded is always what I suggest you do at a large school. Moving on. You think this edit will work from before? A little too on the bright side. He's Mr. Brightside. He threw an interception on this pass. It's all right, though. It's a good shot. It's a winning shot. Nobody has to know you threw an interception on this one. Holy shit, they've been around 150 years, the Huskies. Not much I can do trying to react to this one when he threw an interception and I quickly go there to find this. Now, if I do this, it's going to become too... No, not terrible. All right, we're gonna live with that. Oh, yellow it. Let's add some warmth to it. Did you know that I've created 4 different video guides? The FroKnowsPhoto Guide to Getting Out of Auto, the FroKnowsPhoto Flash Guide, the FroKnowsPhoto Guide to Shooting Video, and the FroKnowsPhoto Guide to Editing Video. To check out free previews of each one of these guides, head on over to FroKnowsPhoto.com/guides. And finally, he doesn't have his eye. Well, his eyes should be on the ball. Finkel loves Einhorn. Of course his eyes should be on the ball, Jared. That's what he's supposed to do. Watch it. He shouldn't have his eyes up. So that is the last edit. Let's go back to the first one and run through all of these real fast, full screen. But keep in mind, these are 31 of the keeper images. If this was all I was showing you, you'd be like, you did a great job, Jared. At least I hope you would say that. Versus showing behind the scenes the 1,300 images that were taken, culling it down to the best of the best. I'm happy with the results. I wish I could have been better with certain things, but I'm not the best at shooting football. It's also not the easiest sport to shoot, but let's go through these one by one. The keepers, I like that. I still love this shot. I just love it. I really love the way that feels. I like this a lot because you've got the ball on the left side, the guy running into the frame, and the guy throwing the ball right there. That's great. The look, he's happy. Look at the isolation, though, down here. The 2.8 isolation. Just look, you got focus is just so narrow and shallow right there, but it obliterates everything else in the background. Like this shot, I really love it. Yes, it's warm-ups, but I'll take it. I'm not upset that it's warm-ups. Nice and sharp on the eyes. This is what the sun gives you. I love having the sun in the image. I mean, the sun is gonna make the picture so much better. Just look at the colors and the tones that you get versus when the sun isn't out. You know, the sun was basically, well, you can see it coming in from the side there, but this is still before the game. Creating some of the shadows. All right, you got some of the band in there. That's good. This is good, having him running down the field, coming out of the tunnel. I still like this shot. Not the greatest thing in the world, but I like it because you've got the placeholder here. You've got the guy kicking the extra point, and it was good. This is like Temple football, brought to you by Nike. This is just one of those shots. Nike may be like, great, this is cool, thank you, send it to us. We want to pay you for it. Filling the frame as much as possible with the entire band is kind of cool, I think. So if you ever see this, it's a good idea. It's a good thing to attempt. Now, the one kid that came up to me during the game, or before the game during warm-ups, who said he's the equipment manager, also said that he shoots video, he shoots photos, and he edits video, and he asked, do we have any internships? Because he doesn't live far from the factory. And I'm like, yes, send me an email. So hopefully he will send me an email, because we have no problem, or I have no problem here trying people out and also paying them per hour to do some edits. They're gonna learn a lot from Steven and Dan. They're gonna learn a lot about business just being here. And as I've said many times before, and I said it to him, I'm like, great job on getting involved. I mean, that's what a 4-year school is about. So when people ask, should I go to college for photography? And the answer is no. You shouldn't go to college for photography. But if you're gonna go to college and you wanna learn photography, that could be a minor that you take. Pick the biggest possible school that you can find and that you can afford and that you can go to. Go to one of the in-state schools that's the largest, so you don't have to spend out-of-state money to go to an out-of-state school, because it's much less expensive to go in-state. Find that huge school, because you are going to have access to gear. You're going to have access to sports teams. You're going to have access to academics. You could photograph anything and everything. Get on the newspaper, get on whatever, the yearbook, whatever they have in college. Get involved. And also, when you leave there, you have an alumni group to be in touch with to help you get jobs, to help you get placed. You call an alumni and you're like, hey, I went to Temple University, I just graduated, I see that you own a production company, do you have any openings? And they're gonna give you more of an opportunity than somebody just cold calling who didn't go to Temple. It's just the nature of the beast. They are part of the Alumni Association. You're an alumni. They want to help you out as much as possible. So that's my recommendation there. I love this photo. You've got the guy converging on him off the left-hand side, coming here to try and sack him. You've got this guy blocking here, this guy coming in here. So composition-wise, you're being drawn in. I love it. Great composition right there. This is okay. Not the greatest shot in the world, but you've got the eyes of the running back. I'm sure he got the ball. He didn't fumble it, but that would be good. Or, I mean, I like that. And this is probably my favorite shot from the entire thing. Is just the way that the ball's here, he's running, his eyes are up, his head's up, he's isolated, he's off the ground, you've got grass flying, the colors and tones are fine. People may ask, why were you shooting at 1000 ISO or 1250 ISO at 1/1000th, 1/2000th of a second? Couldn't you have slowed it down? Well, yeah, of course you could have slowed it down, but my focus was making sure that I was at 1/1000th of a second or higher so that I could freeze the action and the grass flying up in the air, because I rather have noise or grain, which I don't even have here, even being off a stop and a half in some places, at 1250 ISO. That's perfectly acceptable. That shows you how amazing the lights are at the Link at a professional sports stadium, because they're just so damn bright. I wish I was shooting during the day, but this is probably my favorite shot from the entire bunch. Love this shot. I just love, check this out. You've got the Under Armour here. You've got Under Armour here, Temple University, Temple here, Under Armour here, Atlantic, whatever that is, 150 years of college football, Temple, Wilson, Owls, and even the Under Armour here. This is just compositionally perfect, almost. Would have been better to bring it down just a little bit, but this happened so fast. And to have a 402.8 and get the composition that spot on, I'm gonna applaud the photographer here, which was me. But I'm also not afraid to rip my own stuff apart. Like, this is not a great photo. I mean, it's not amazing. There's nothing special going on here. It's good composition, it's good isolation for an action shot, but it's not tremendous. It's not a great photo. It's okay. If I had to whittle down even further to the best 20 out of 31, which I may do after this, this wouldn't make it. This would not be in the best 20. This would be close. This would be borderline on the edge. It's okay because of the eyes. The eyes make it work. This is good. He's off the ground. He's running. He didn't get a touchdown, but he gets tackled. That's really good right there. I think it's raining outside. I don't know, it's supposed to rain today. So that's great. I really like that. Boom. Let's go. Keep going. That's a good stiff arm. Now, I will let you know that I ran out of time on the recording of the Z6 because I only had 14 minutes left, so I had to redo this. I don't recall if I showed this or not. Let me do this. Get rid of the 5 stars. Right around here, there was another one that I picked that was my favorite. I think it was this one. I don't know, I don't think I did do this. Dan will correct me if I'm wrong. But I zoomed in on this and I'm like, wait a second. He's not in focus. The ball's not in focus. He's not in focus. I missed. Like this one was a miss, so I couldn't use it. So then I went back in here and I found this one, and because his eyes are sharper on this one, I then went ahead and yep, we're gonna go ahead and use that one. So anyway, just letting you know that I screwed up on that. This is not a tremendous photo, but it's great for number 4. He would love this shot because he's batting down the passed ball, so he'd absolutely love that. Let me get out of the library. Let me go into library and let me go back to full screen and get through the rest of these. I love this. He's isolated. Quarterback, you don't know if he's going to throw the ball. You know what he's about to do. He's stepping up into the pocket just a little bit. So I like that. This still throws me off because I like it. It was a mistake. I didn't mean to do this. I was trying to get him, and because you can tell by the next photo, I then come down. But this photo's got nothing on this photo, to be honest with you, because it got rid of the field and all the green. Yeah, it's cutting off his ankles, and I probably am not a big fan of doing that, but for whatever reason, you got this guy running in the background, you got these guys going down the sideline, you got number 1 up in the hair, you got actually people in the crowd. There was about 2,000 people there, and luckily in this shot, they're there in the background and it's not empty stadium. So let me know, do you like this photo? Does this one work? Maybe it does. That's all right, it works. This, good, lining it up, just kicked the ball, it's good, and then you've got this is good. This is good for a quarterback. Love that shot. This guy runs. So he wouldn't love it unless I told him. He wouldn't love it if I told him that he threw an interception on this. He'd be like, "Yeah, no, dude, you didn't throw an interception," unless it was his only pass in the whole game, and I lied to him. And then that's what the guy running in. That's what the best I could do with a 400 because he intercepted it for a pick 6, and I like that shot. And then finally, this bad boy right here. Catching the ball, putting it down, not looking because he shouldn't be looking. His eyes should be on the ball exactly where it is, and that is all of that. That's 31 images. If I needed to pick the best 20, I could whittle it down even further to the best 20, and as I said a couple of times, if I just shared with you these 20 images or these 31 images, you'd think that I did a fantastic job because I am the last line of defense. You are the last line of defense between putting out shitty work and the best of the best with honors, sir. You hold the key to the photos. I took 1,300 photos, a couple, maybe 100 or so were taken by the other guy I let shoot the camera, but to whittle it down to 30, is that a good percentage? No, not really. But if you didn't know that and all you saw were the best of the best from the game, you would think that I did a fantastic job because I'm showing you the best of the best. But because I'm here to teach on the website and give you an inside look, I want you to understand that you don't just end up with the best images every time. Like 1,300 images. Like not every shot is a keeper, not every shot is a winner. Some of the times I'm taking a rapid fire of 20 frames a second to get that burst, and you're gonna pick the best of the best, and 25, 30 pictures are not gonna be used. I'm here to show you that, yeah, if you shoot 2,000 photos, you shot too many, especially if you didn't have a camera that shot 20 frames a second. And then you just need to whittle it down and show your best work because putting out the best work makes you look great. You don't need to show people or tell them that you didn't get every picture perfect. You just show them the best of the best and always show the best of the best. That's where I'm gonna leave it, guys. I hope you enjoy this. Thank you very much for watching a long video. Let me know what you think down below. Jared, PolinFroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.